Hello everyone, this is Professor Govind. In this session, let us understand how to insert new worksheets, how to delete existing worksheets, and what are the formatting options available in relation with cells, columns, or worksheets. We all know what exactly the worksheet is. Worksheet is the place wherein you can enter your data in a workbook. In simple terms, worksheet is a page wherein you can enter, wherein you can place your data. And this worksheet is divided in rows and columns. By default, when you create your MS Excel file or when you create your MS Excel workbook, there will be three worksheets. Let me show you. Bottom left corner of your screen, as you can see, we have a reference of worksheets here. We have sheet 1 available, we have sheet 2 available, and then we have a sheet 3. These are the three by default worksheets available to us. We can create any number of worksheets in a single workbook. There are two methods to create new worksheet in your workbook. One of the method is the direct and the shortcut one, quite easier. And the other one is you will have to go to tab, you will have to go to a particular group and then select the option. So we can create worksheets, we can delete worksheets, or we can apply formatting to it by two methods or with two methods. Let us understand the easier one first or the shortcut one first. Then we'll understand how to go to a tab. We'll discuss about which tab to visit, which option to visit. The shortcut one is, you just have to come to this taskbar, the bottom left corner part of your screen of MS Excel window, and to insert, in order to insert a new worksheet, you just have to click on the fourth option available after sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. The next option available, which looks like a page, you just have to click on it and one new worksheet, as you can see, will be inserted. We now have sheet 4 available. In order to insert fifth one, I just have to click on the same option called insert worksheet option again. Click on it. To insert new one, again I will have to click on it. And also in a preview or in a comment box, you can see we also have a shortcut for it, which is Shift F11. If you press Shift F11, there again, that option again will insert a new worksheet in your workbook. This is about a shortcut one. To insert new worksheet, through the tabs, through the options, you will have to go to Home tab, and in a ribbon available with Home tab, you will have to visit a group called Cells. In a group called Cell, there is an option available called Insert. Click on Insert and select the last option called Insert Sheet. Click on Insert Sheet and the sixth sheet now in this workbook is inserted. But as you can see, sheet 6 is inserted before sheet 5. The question is, can we replace it? Can we interchange the positions? Answer is yes. How can that be done? You just have to hold either sheet 6 or you will have to hold sheet 5, drag it and drop it the position where you wish. Let me hold sheet 5, bring it before sheet 6 and leave the mouse cursor. As you can see, now the positions are interchanged. Now the positions are exchanged. So this is about inserting a worksheet. Let me type in some data. Let me type in some dummy data, for example A, B, C, D, one beside the other in parallel columns. In order to insert one blank column in between G and H, insert a new column. Let us learn now how to insert a column in a workbook. We'll also discuss about how to insert rows later. In order to insert one blank column in between G and H, I will have to select the last column first, that is the column called H. Right click, I'm talking about the shortcuts now. Right click and click on Insert. Click on Insert, one blank column in between G and H will be inserted. Now in order to insert one column before G, I will have to select G. and click on insert. One column before G will be inserted. As you can see, content will be auto shifted to the next column. Shifting happens automatically. The position where you wish, one new column will be inserted. Now about inserting a new row. Let me type in some data. In order to insert, now let's have a look at this. AB is available in third row and VV is available in fourth row. In order to insert a row in between these two, I will have to select the fourth row, click on, right click and click on insert. One new row will be inserted in between AB and VV. And a content VV will be shifted automatically to row 5. So this is about the shortcut to insert new row or new column. Similarly, we can delete it. In order to delete I will have to right click on I and click on delete. In order to delete row 4, I will have to right click on row 4 and click on delete. So this is about a shortcut to insert any column or any row. Same options are available in insert tab as well, insert option as well. And in insert, using insert, we can insert individual box as well. We can insert even a small box, a single box. So using insert row, let me select row 4, go to insert tab, insert option, click on insert sheet rows. One new row will be inserted. Let me select I now, column called I, go to insert and insert columns. Before I, one column will be inserted. That will be converted into I and the content will be shifted to J. So this is how you can insert columns or you can insert rows using insert option available in cells group and in home tab. We also can delete cells, we can delete sheet rows. You just have to select column or a row that you wish to delete. Let me select row number 4, which is blank. Go to delete and click on delete rows. Click on a blank column called I, go to delete option and click on delete sheet columns, and selected column will be deleted from your worksheet. Select any cell, click on delete cells. It will ask you where you wish to shift. Shift cells left, shift cells up, or delete, whether you want to delete entire row or whether you wish to delete entire column. Let me select any of these options of first two. Let me tell MS Excel that shift cells left, click on OK, and the selected content will be deleted. Delete cells is all about deleting selected box. After deleting, remaining content where you wish to shift, whether you wish to shift it at the left cell or whether you wish to shift it at the upper side cell. That is left to you. That is all about position. But the main work method of delete cells is it will delete the selected box or the selected cell and the content. Similarly, we can delete rows and columns that we already have learned. We also can delete entire sheet. Select the sheet that you wish to delete. Let me select sheet 6. Have a look at this. Let me select sheet 6. Go to delete option and click on delete sheet, and the selected sheet will be deleted. So this is about inserting worksheet, inserting rows, inserting columns, deleting sheets, deleting rows, deleting cells, and deleting columns. Either you can go for shortcut or you can go to home tab, cells group, and select the option that you wish to execute. Now let us talk about what options we have in format. Using format option, we can increase row height. Go to format option. The first option we have is row height. Now it is 15. You can make it 20. And the selected row height will be increased. As you can see now, the cursor is available or cursor is placed at row number 3. Height of row 3 now is increased by 5 points as compared to other rows. Similarly, we can increase column width as well. Go to format option, increase column width is now 8.43, let me have 18.43, click on OK, and the column width will be increased. The shortcut is, you can select the border of column, for example I, and you can drag it inwards in order to decrease the size, decrease the width, and you can drag it outwards in order to increase the width of any column. And let me remind you that in order to increase or decrease the column height or column width, or row height, you will have to select the borders where the references are mentioned. For columns, the references mentioned are A, B, C, D, E, F till X, F, D, and for rows, the references available are 1, 2, 3, 4, the numbers. For columns, we have alphabets. For numbers, for rows, we have numbers. In order to increase or decrease row height or column width, you will have to select, or you will have to drag in or drag out the borders available with these references. Not the borders available in worksheet, but you will have to select the border which is available with references, column references that are alphabets, and row references, those are numbers. So this is about the shortcut to increase or decrease the column width or row height. Let me show you how to increase or decrease the row height with a shortcut option. Let me select the outer border of row 3 and drag it downwards. Height of the row will be increased. Similarly, to decrease it, I will have to select the outer border of row 3 and drag it inwards or upwards. That is how the height of the row will be decreased, can be decreased. So either you can go to format option and increase or decrease, or you can directly select the borders and increase and decrease. The option is left to the user. Default option is auto fit row height, auto fit column width, which means according to the content that you add, MS Excel itself will change, will increase, decrease, or will set the row height or the column width. This will be done automatically. Now as you can hide and unhide the rows, columns, or worksheets. Let me select H. Go to format option, click on hide. Now as I have selected the column, I will click on hide columns. Soon you click on hide columns, as you can see here, after G, I directly have is I, which means H now is hidden. H, let me tell you, is not deleted, but H only is hidden, which can be brought back. H is not visible to the users. H is not visible to the viewers. You can bring it back by selecting these two columns, that is G and H. Select G and G and I. Go to the option called format. Click on hide and unhide. Now you will have to click on unhide columns. Click on unhide columns, and the column which was hidden, that is H, will be brought back. So in case if you don't want to delete any content, but if you want to hide contents from your viewers or from your users, you can use this option called hide columns or hide rows. And also you can hide the entire worksheet. Select the worksheet. For example, let me select sheet number 4. Go to format option, click on hide and unhide, and click on hide sheet. Sheet 4 is not deleted but is hidden from user's view. So this is how you can hide columns, you can hide rows, you can hide even a worksheet. Select a row. The shortcut, let me tell you the shortcut now. Select a row, right click on it, and when you right click, we have an option, last but one, called hide. Click on hide and the selected row will be hidden. Now select row numbers 3 and 5, right click on it. Now keep it in mind, in order to bring back the hidden content, bring back the hidden column, hidden sheet or a hidden row, you will have to select the previous and the next row, the previous and the next column, the previous and the next sheet. Right click or go to format option and click on unhide option. The content or the column or the row or the sheet which is hidden will be brought back. The only rule is you will have to select the previous and the next object, previous and the next column, row, sheet, etc. So this is about hiding and unhiding. You can rename your sheet. Let me select sheet 5. In case you don't want to continue with this name called sheet 5, click on rename sheet and you can give the name that you wish to have. Let me name it as GCC. So we also have this option of renaming our sheet. We can move or copy, can copy and create multiple sheets of it, can copy and paste, or you can even move it, that is interchanging or exchanging the places. Click on move or copy. It will ask you where you wish to paste it, whether you wish to paste it in sheet 1, after sheet 1, after sheet 2, after sheet 3, or whether you want to move it at the end. It is available at the end now. Let me select before sheet 1, or if you want to create a duplicate copy of it, you will have to click on or select this option called create a copy. But as of now, I don't want to create a duplicate copy of GCC, but rather I want to place it at the first position. So what I will select here is place my sheet called GCC before sheet 1, which is available in the same file called book 2. Click on OK. Have a look at this. GCC which was available at the last place now is placed to the first place, is now available at the first place. So this is how we can interchange the positions available in format tab, move or copy. Can change the tab color, which is rarely required. Can change the tab color. Select the tab. The tab means these sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 or GCC tabs. These are called tabs. Go to format tab, click on tab color and select the color which will be displayed as the background color. Have a look at this. GCC nav, GCC worksheet, GCC tab nav is available with light red background color. So this is how you can change the tab colors as well, which is rarely required. The next option we have is protect sheet. Now this is one of the security option available to us. Next option we have is protect sheet. Click on protect sheet. Protect sheet option is used when you don't wish your users to change or delete your contents. When you wish your users only to view what contents you have added and you do not want your users to manipulate your contents available on your worksheet, you can go for protect sheet. Click on protect sheet. Now this is a simple window available with protect sheet. The first part of it contains the password. You can protect your data by using password, and these are the things which can allow your users to do. For example, even though I protect my sheet, I allow my users to select locked cells. I can allow my users to select unlocked cells. I can allow my users to format cells. I can allow my users to format columns, and so on. These are the exemptions. Even though you protect your sheet, if you select any of the options here, those options will be exempted from the protection from the security. If you select any of the option, those options your users can execute without giving password, without entering password. And if you deselect these options, such a formatting option your user can never execute without your permission, without password. Excuse me. So let me give in a password here. I will allow my users only to select the cells. Nothing else can be changed unless they provide the password. So let me give in the password. Let me protect my worksheet. Let me give a password. And after giving a password, if I try to delete this, MS Excel will not allow me to delete because it is protected and it is therefore read only. So it cannot be deleted, it cannot be manipulated, it cannot be edited, it cannot be changed unless you provide a password. This is the option called Protect Worksheet, wherein you can protect your data from unauthorized users. You can protect your data in case you want your users only to check or view what data you have added and do not and you don't want them to manipulate or edit your data. In order to cancel the protection or security, you will have to go to same option called Format, click on Unprotect. You will have to give password and enter. Now you can delete without password. Lock cell is the sub option available in in Protect Sheet. Can lock cells, can restrict your user from deleting content of a particular cell. So lock cell is the option which is available with Protect Sheet. About format cells in detail we'll learn separately in a separate video. So this is about inserting worksheet, deleting worksheets, inserting columns, deleting columns, inserting rows, deleting rows, formatting options available with worksheets, and how to protect your worksheet. Thank you guys for patient listening, and let us know in your feedback, and let us know if you have any queries. Thank you everyone.